EU in Bangladesh is very active in the area of education and skills development. It's since years, especially in the area of primary education. And for the new funding period, 2014-2020, we will put additional funds into the area of primary, secondary education, as well as skills development, both formal and non-formal. So it's one of the three sectoral areas, the big focus on this area. The GPE, anytime they discuss with the country, they always pick up the chair of the LAC. So for them, we are coordinating agencies. So anytime they want to discuss anything related to GPE, they would go to the current leading development partner, which currently is EU. Bangladesh is one of the few countries which are not a member of the Global Partnership for Education, which of course for the GPE is quite challenging, because Bangladesh is one of the worst indicators. They have a lot of children out of school. They have bad numbers on early marriage. It should be mentioned that Bangladesh did receive allocation for the past period, 2011-2015. They received 100 million allocation, so that's like a possibility for them to apply. The EU, so far, we've been putting funds mainly in the primary education, both formal, so working with the government now for the budget support, and non-formal, so working with the civil society, focusing more on hardest to reach children. For the future, we're expanding the focus, plus bringing more funds. So we are adding secondary education, which now with the expansion of primary, there's more and more need, and there are very few development partners active currently in the secondary education. So I think this is a great area that needs to be tackled. We would like to focus a little bit more on the skills development. So far we had few projects, and I'm very proud that EU has been behind the National Skills Development Policy. So basically we set the framework of the skills development in the country. We have few projects which work with working children. The advocacy issue is very important. That would be mainly children in the slums. Their civil society is irreplaceable, really, the NGOs, because the government, they respect it. The government respects it, and is really happy if NGOs work in the slums, because for the government, they like the flexibility. For them, it's difficult to get into the slum, you know. While the NGOs are much more flexible, they also have better access, for example, to employers. They come with the access to write, really, and especially if children work in hazardous work areas. Like a month ago, I visited a slum where leather is produced. So you can imagine there's a lot of chemicals around, and there are a lot of children. We found a lot of boys aged 10 to 15 who are brought from the villages, live there alone, and send money to their parents. And basically, they live there, they work there, and the employer is their parent by then. We ask the employers always, like, why do they do it? And they said, like, well, we appreciate it when the kids go to school because they are happier, they are more efficient. So we always get the same answer.